Magnus just found the right moves after this time control, the time pressure of Queen F6 check. He found King B4 moves to find this
very murky position. It looks like, unless you get deep down and calculate. Rook E5 played and D4, and it seems to my eyes that this is really, really bad now for black. I mean, you have the C5 square for your bishop if you ever get checked on this diagonal, which is really nice. It means your king is that bit safer. There's no way your king can be checked diagonal. Black's got a hanging bishop. He's got a hanging pawn as well. And it just looks really bad, Tanya. I'm struggling to actually suggest anything for black here. Black might be losing a third pawn. And the body language, I think, says it all, Tanya, as well. I mean, Abasov there is sinking down into his chair. I think, he realizes that this one has slipped away from him.
And it really has. It just comes down to that one moment. And I wonder if he realizes that, if he knows what he missed, Queen F1, and I really won't be surprised if it's something that he immediately figured out, because the ideas were all there. It was just about choosing another move order. We also see the head-to-head stats there. Magnus Carlsen, world number 1. Nijat Abasov, world number 97. He's the 69th seed here. He's world ranked 97th. It's been just the tournament of his life, this one. He has eliminated so many of the super grandmasters. And when you're playing against Magnus, you very rarely in life get the opportunity to make moves like Queen F1, which wrap up the game. It's sort of like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and he had it in his hands. But that's when things started going wrong, and one mistake, and Magnus has been on top of Abasov. This looks like it's going to end badly.
Yeah, totally agree with you. I mean, it's just grim. I mean, you say, has he realised? I'd be surprised if either player has realised that black actually missed the win, because you sort of move on quite quickly when you're playing. It's very possible. And one of the things I find really horrible, Tanya, I don't know about you, when I'm playing, let's say I lose a game, and then a spectator or someone I know comes straight up to me when I'm setting the pieces up, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, you could have played this move, which was winning." That is the last thing I want to hear, right, when I've resigned. Yeah? The last thing I want to hear is from some random spectator to come up to me when I've lost the game and tell me how I've missed the win. And it kind of seems like an ego battle when someone does that. They want to prove to you. How does that benefit anything except for proving their ego? And I find that so annoying, Tanya.
When I did have a win, and let's say I missed it, and then I play something else, things don't go my way, but I realize immediately that it was a missed opportunity. It's such a struggle to come out of that. It's such a struggle to let go of that moment. And this is a whole different ballgame, a whole different stage. I do think that it really helps to kind of with 100%, when randomly someone comes up to you and just says, at this moment you could have just won. It's so difficult.
Annoying. And you know what? You can see that spectator has been waiting for maybe 2 hours. Yeah, they've been waiting for 2 hours. They're like, "Oh, I really want to tell this grandmaster where he's gone wrong, because I can get one up on him. I can ruin his day, suck some energy out of him." And they've just been waiting. And as soon as you resign, you're really upset, smug, and then they walk away like, da, da, da. I mean, it's so annoying.
Because it comes from a good place, from a place of concern and care. You can have fans, Simon, who are rooting for you, and they're equally bad. That's not a complete disaster. But I agree, when it becomes about just making it worse about the result. Trust me, being a chess player, losing for all these years, it hurts. It still means a sleepless night. I think it does for everyone in the chat. Chess hurts, and that's the bottom line. And that's it. And right now it hurts the most for Abasov.
The game is over.
It's handshakes. The game is over. There was nothing to be done. A last check was given, which was blocked. Black can't move the rook away. Queen b8 ends in checkmate. And with nowhere to run for the king, nowhere to hide, is game. See them analyzing.
Yeah. Where's the spectator?
And I wonder if they're going to...
A minute. Maybe that guy's going to, say, yeah, you could have played Queen F1 there.
Is Magnus going to be that spectator right now?
I don't know. Is anyone going to point out Queen F1? I don't think they've seen it. I honestly, I'd be surprised if they know about Queen F1 because they would have played, right? or not have gone into the position. I mean, maybe it could have happened afterwards. I mean, it was, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, that was a really good game for Magnus. Except for one slip, right? It was a very clever game. Even these really well played, in a very tricky position. But they're analysing something there. Who knows if Queen F1 is it?
And there was a lot of shaking of head because it was such a difficult position for both these players. You said Magnus played really well. I think Abasov as well. Having that pawn structure, difficult opening from the start, finding these offensive way to keep balance and keeping his activity going, committal decisions for concrete lines. And it was really great play from him, enough to even create that one